Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, dear devotees, for your kind association. Let's chant our Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamhyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatdeshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Twise Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadādhara Śrīvāsadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. So, dear devotees, I want to share something with all of you regarding our Bhakti Vaibhava course. So, please pay attention. I'm sharing my screen. So, I told you that we are conducting this Bhakti Vaibhava course under Mayapur Institute. And Mayapur Institute has assigned a mentor for me. And my mentor is His Grace Aniruddha Prabhu. And he is the temple president of ISKCON Melbourne, Australia. And he has been teaching Bhakti Vaibhava, Bhakti Vedanta, Bhakti Sarvabhauma for many years. So very senior.
Ishwari.
very senior devotee. And Aniruddha Prabhu has given us permission to follow the Bhakti Vedanta Vidyapit pattern, syllabus. So we are going to follow, because Mayapur Institute, Aniruddha Prabhu told me, most of their sessions are in person and very few are online. I think Ladini Gopika Mataji is doing one online, but most of them are conducted in person. And in Melbourne, Prabhuji conducts them in person. So they don't have so much well-designed online material for the Bhakti Vaibhava course. But Bhaktivedanta Vidyapit has, because they have a completely online Bhakti Vaibhava going on. And I have all those materials because I am myself enrolled for that. So Aniruddha Prabhu gave permission to follow all the study materials, the exam pattern, and the structure of Bhaktivedanta Vidyapit. So as I'm sharing my screen, this is Bhaktivedanta Vidyapit course structure for Bhakti Vaibhava, and this is exactly what we are going to follow. So the tests that we took, we'll just let it go. We don't have to worry about it, but this is what we are going to follow. So please pay attention. The course will take 4 years. So I know some of you were already doing some Bhakti Vaibhava, and I had said that we may be able to do it in 2 years. So you all enrolled for this one, but I beg forgiveness. After speaking to my mentor, Aniruddha Prabhu, it is clear that there is no way we can do it in 2 years. We'll have to really rush through it, and I don't want to do that. So it will take 4 or even 5 years, the Bhakti Vaibhava course. So those of you who don't want to do it, I totally understand, no problem. So this is going to be the structure. There are going to be 10 modules, and there are going to be 10 examinations. Each module will take, depending on the module, it may take between 6 months to even 10 months. Each module, there are 10 modules. After each module, there will be exam. So the 10 modules are as follows, as you can see. Module 1 is first canto, chapter 1 to 9, which is what we are doing. We are finishing chapter 5 today. Second module will be canto 1. So when we finish the 9 chapters, first 9 chapters of the first canto, we will have an examination. That examination will last for 2 weeks. And I will explain to you how that will be conducted. And the exam will be in English. I know some of you wanted to answer in Hindi, but let's not do that. It will be too much. So let's keep it standard. Exams will be in English. There will be no pen and paper exams. Everybody has to type it and send it across to me. Okay. So in English, typed, no handwritten, and no Hindi and no Marathi. So 10 modules. First module, when we finish the 9th chapter, we will have examination spanning over 2 weeks. And exams will be on Zoom, the closed book exams, just like we had the other day. Second module is first canto, chapter 10 to 19. That will complete the first canto. Third module is the entire second canto. Fourth module is third canto, chapter 1 to 14. Module number 5 is third canto, chapters 15 to 33. That will complete the third canto. Module 6 is fourth canto, chapter 1 to 14. Module 7, fourth canto, chapter 15 to 31. Module 8 will be the entire fifth canto. Module 9 will be the chapter 1 to 9 of the sixth canto. And the final module, module 10, will be sixth canto, chapters 10 to 19. The sixth canto has only 19 chapters.
You can turn on the light now.
So these are the 10 modules, and there will be 10 examinations. Now, examinations will mainly consist of 3 things. Pay attention here. Closed book exam, open book exam. These 2 are the main. There will be oral shloka test, and this I will conduct on Zoom sometime. And the 70 verses that we have to memorize, we have plenty of time for that. We have 4 years, and I have already shared the PDF. So start memorizing those 70 verses. So these 2 are the main thing, closed book exam and open book exam. They carry maximum weight. And then there are oral presentations, which are also required. And again, these we will have separate sessions, and we'll have them. Okay. And 65% is the passing score. And I'm 100% sure all of you will get it. Okay. 65% is not difficult at all. Now, how are the closed book exams going to be? The closed book exams are going to have 3 types of questions. short answers, which you answer in 75 words. Short essay, you answer in 200 words. And I have shared this PDF with all of you, and Mukta Sangha Prabhu has put this PDF on the website also. So you have this PDF of the handbook, and you have the shlokas also. Third type of question will be long essay questions. This you have to answer in approximately 500 words. Short answer questions, you will get 6. You'll get 6. Short essay questions, you will get 4. And long essay questions, you will get 2. This will be for one module. So for one module, you'll have 6 short questions, 4 short essay questions, and 2 long essay questions. Okay, and shlokas will be 70 verses are there already. This is for the closed book exam. And what questions I'm going to ask? So see, this is for module 1, and section 1 is short answer questions. So see this, module 1, section 1, short answer questions. The question bank is there. All questions will come from this question bank only. Nothing will come outside of this. Section 2 is little longer answers. What is it exactly called? Short essay questions, 200 words. For the module 1, there are 10 modules. For module 1, this is the question bank. So you can go through the questions, figure out the answers, and be ready by the end of the 9th chapter. Section 3 is, what is it called? Long essay questions. You will get 2. Out of these 7 questions, you will get 2. Okay? So, like that. So this is the test for the first module. Like that, there are 10 modules. And for all 10 modules, you see, the whole question bank is there. Short answer question, short essay question, long essay question. Third module, short questions, short essay question, long essay. Everything is here in the handbook. All the question bank is there that will come in the exam. So we can start preparing for now. Now we are in module 1. So let's focus on the first 9 chapters. So this is closed book exams. So all modules are there like this. You can see everything is there. This is the 10 modules. Now this completes the closed book exams. They carry around 35% weightage. Another 30-35% is open book exams. Open book exams, I will give you the questions at the end of the first module, and you have those 2 weeks to complete them. Okay? श्याम वंशीधारी प्रभू, तुम्हाला जमेल ना प्रभू इंग्लिश मध्ये?
पूर्ण इंग्लिश मध्येच करायला लागेल का प्रभू?
प्रभू, कारण ते युनिफॉर्म ठेवलं तर बरं राहील. इट विल बेटर टू कीप इट.
मी प्रयत्न करतो एक मॉड्यूलचा, जर नाही जमलं तर मग
जमेन तुम्हाला, काही काळजी नका करू.
बरं बरं,
असंही लिहा, कारण जसं प्रभुपादांचं आहे पुस्तक तसंच लिहा, काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही, होऊन जाईल, डोंट वरी. Then after closed book exam, we come to open book exam. Open book exams, all the guidelines are here, given here, okay? And the questions, how to frame the answer, what is the acronym, what is required, personal reflection, and all those things, everything is there. The word count, everything is there. How the closed book exam should be there. And I have shared this with all of you. So for the open book exam, for module 1, which is what we are studying now, first canto, first 9 chapters, these are the questions. For the open book exam, these are the questions. Okay? Module 2, everything is there. So like that. So for here, the number of, so this is open book exam, right? So you can see you can refer to Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. So this you can already start working on module 1 if you want. And how many questions do you answer out of this question bank of 9 or 12 questions? You have to choose, because you have to get a total word count, total 20,000. So this should be, for the first canto, it should be 2,000 words. The first module, 2,000 words. Second module, 2,500 words. Third, like that. For all the 10 modules, it is there. These are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is for the open book exam. This you can do at your leisure at home. Just pick maybe 3 questions or 4 questions out of this list of 12 questions and write. total word count, and that's why I'm saying you have to type it and write it so that you can do a word check. How many words are there? So it should come to, for the first module that we are doing, it should come to 2000. You can do 3 questions, you can do 4 questions from this question bank. Module 1, open book exam. Like that, there is module 2, open book exam, question bank is there. And the word count is there, 2500. So you choose maybe 2 questions, 3 questions, or 4 questions and write answer, but the word count should be what they require. Third module. So this is for the open book exam, 4th module. So everything is there. Okay. So in this way, there are 10 modules, module 9, and finally module 10. So this will finish the open book exam, which you have to do at home. Now, oral presentation. Now, how to do oral presentation? Everything is given here. Okay. Every student has to do 4 oral presentation, and you can upload it on your own YouTube channel. Everybody has a Gmail email here on this group, right? So every Gmail can have its YouTube account. You just upload it on your own YouTube, your oral presentation, because we will not have time to hear the oral presentations of all the students. Impossible. So you upload it and you send it across to me, and I can look at it. Every student has to make 4 oral presentations. Okay. Canto 1 and 2, Canto 3, Canto 4, Canto 5 and 6. So 4 oral presentations you have to make. Each presentation should be approximately 1 hour. Everything is given here, 45 minutes to 1 hour. Okay. And the topics are given. What more do we want? So topics are given. Look. So nice. Present oral presentation topics for Canto 1 and 2. This is the first oral presentation. Choose any topic from here. You choose and you make it. You upload it and you're done. Then this is the second oral presentation. This is the whole list of topics. You have to basically give a class. Then this is the third topic, third oral presentation. The topics are given. And finally, there is the 4th oral presentation from 5th and 6th canto. All the topics are given. Choose any one topic and make a presentation. Okay. And then the shloka test I will take, oral shloka test. Here, the PDF is given with all the 70 verses that we have to memorize. See, students are required to recite 70 shlokas and with their meaning, not just the Sanskrit, but you should know the meaning also in English. So like that. And study materials, we have Prabhupada's Bhāgavatam. This is the main study material. Okay. And then there's additional Subodhini and all. This is all optional. That's the end of the PDF. Okay. So I hope it is clear to everyone. It's very easy. And we have nice 4 years to do it. 10 modules. We are on first module. There are 9 chapters in first module. We are completing the 5th chapter today. Okay. So once that is done, then we will have the examination. Any questions on this? Archana Bhakti Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So for the open book exam, do you have a suggested word count per presentation? I mean, per question, like 500 words or something? Because if you say 2000 words, I can write a long essay for just one question. I don't think that's advisable.
No, they have said you have to take at least 3 topics.
At least 3 questions.
3 to 4 topics, 3 to 4 questions.
Okay. And the shloka test, you're going to test once for all the 70 shlokas, or you're going to divide it according to modules?
We can take it based on modules. That will be easier. But all the devotees are expected to memorize all the 70 verses.
Yeah.
So we can do it according to module, no problem. We can break it up so that you don't have to do everything together.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Shamchandra Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Prabhu, I've got 2 questions. One is when you showed the expectations of the, I think it was open book answers, there was a last line mentioned that there can be a reference to some slokas, but not mandatory. I think somewhere in the beginning I saw that.
Okay. In the open book exam?
Yeah, in the open book, against what is the expectation, somewhere I saw. that reference to slokas can be given, but not mandatory. So just wanted to know, can we, where is that? No, further above, Prabhu. Somewhere I saw further above. Just keep going. This open book guidelines. Or was it closed book then? Yeah. The students may quote relevant slokas in their answers if possible, although not mandatory. So this is applicable to each of the three sections: short answer, short essay, and long essay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
But if by not quoting, will there be any reduction of marks, or by quoting, do we get more weightage?
If you quote the verses, definitely there will be better score.
Okay.
More weightage. But if someone is not able to quote, that's okay. In the closed book exam, it's okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Second question was, now in this open book, for the first 3 chapters, which is already over. Now, for the first 3 chapters, actually, I hand wrote and submitted both for closed book as well as for open book. So do I need to convert that again to the Word type document, or how do I do it now? So those questions, Prabhuji, they were Mayapur Institute questions. So I don't know if those questions are here also. So when we finish the module 1, there will be exam over 2 weeks. So everyone will have to take that exam. So whatever all of you have submitted, just leave it. Okay. Just leave it as it is. So for all practical purposes, no exam has been conducted so far. Oh, okay. So when we finish the first module, examination will be there. And those students who are desirous of getting the Bhakti Vaibhava degree, they should take that exam. And we will all be taking that exam at the end of the first module, at the end of the 9th chapter. Okay, so it will be some time away because we are still on the 5th chapter. Okay, Prabhu. Understood. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Prabhuji. Mukta Sangha, Prabhu?
Yeah, you answered actually my question, because all the participants should take all these questions because of 50-60 people. So
yeah. Shama Kishori Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, can we go over the limit, or we have to?
Yeah, you can go over, but not under.
Right, but I mean, if it's 500 words, I mean, how much over can we go over? Should we try to stick to that?
Srila Prabhupada says that absolute truth spoken concisely is eloquence. So we should try to be concise, and it should be approximately that many words. Little bit more is okay, but for a 500 word limit, if somebody writes 1000, because the questions are designed in that way that the answer should be approximately that many words. So try to be close to that.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Sarojanandini Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.
I
have a question about the open book questions, because you've already given the questions and you're saying that we could choose like 3 questions per module and we can start writing with the word count. So practically there is no time limit, right? We can start off right now.
Yes, for the open book, yes.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Yeah, Ramsham Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. So for sloka memorization, we have already uploaded so far. I mean, till chapter.
So Prabhu, whatever has happened, just leave it. The sloka, I have to take it personally.
Okay.
So it will happen on Zoom face to face.
Okay, all right. So that is without meaning.
With meaning.
So far, whatever we have already uploaded, so that was without meaning, as you told earlier.
Yeah, but now it is going to be with meaning, Prabhu. That's how they want it.
Going forward.
Yeah.
All right.
Amrit Karan Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. It's like some short question, like closed book. It's very short, but its mark is like 5 marks. Each 5 marks means like sometimes it is coming like 1 or 2 lines, It's okay if it is.
So see, look here now. This is an example of those short answer question. Write the 6 questions of Sages of Naimisharan. You see? So
Yeah, some are big, some are
75
short, very short.
Write a brief note on the qualities of Kaliyug people. So there are those 5-6 qualities. Prayana, Alpa, Sabya, Kalavasmi, Nugejana. So easily it will be 75. So like that. So now we have not covered this Bhishma Dev and all, but yeah, so like that. So these questions are very appropriate. And
long essay question, open book, regarding open book, I would like to ask you that we have to cover it within 500 words, or we can go more forward?
No. So for different sections, it is different. For module 1, which we are doing right now, I think it is 2000 words total. So now you choose, if you choose to write around 500 word answer for each topic, you will have to do 4 topics to make it 2000. Correct? If you do 500 words per answer, and the limit for that module is 2500 word requirement. So you'll have to answer 5 questions.
Yeah. And if somebody do one answer, like
so they say that the expectation is you should at least do 3. Because what happens is the entire module, they have given a list of questions. Let's say 10 questions for the whole module. If you do just 1 and write 2000 words, then I don't know whether you have understood the other sections in that module.
Exactly.
So if you take 3 questions, it is more likely that you have understood the whole module nicely. That's why I'm saying 3 to 4 questions you take. Okay.
Okay, 3 to 4 questions. Then it's like within like one module, only 3 to 4 questions.
Correct. You can do 5 also if you want, like that.
Okay, but we cover like within 2500 words, like that.
Correct. And at least 3 questions you have to take.
At least 3 questions. I got it.
Okay. Kalindi Priti Mataji. Dandot Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, actually, I don't know, Prabhu, you covered this or not. Prabhuji, in open book questions, like, can we pick anything in those questions, or you are giving us?
In open book question, what?
In open book questions, there are like, I think 5 or 10 questions, right, Prabhuji, for each module. So can we pick any question, or you are giving us like for each module, like 2?
Yeah, from that module, you can pick any questions that you want.
How many, Prabhuji?
So that's what I'm saying. This is open book. This is module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4. You can see my cursor?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Module 4, module 5, module 6. This is module 7, module 8. So it's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th module, 6th module, 7th module, 8th module, 9th module, and 10th module. Correct? You understanding?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So for first module, how many words they want? Look at my cursor.
I'm not asking about the words, Prabhuji. I'm asking about how many questions we have to write.
So that's what I'm saying. If there are 2000 words requirement, then you have to choose at least 3 questions and make 2000 words. But in 3 questions, let's say you put only 500 words per question. So in 3 questions, you got only 1500. Then you'll have to do 4 questions. So that it is 2000.
Based on the words. Okay. Prabhuji.
The total word count for module 1 for open book should be 2000.
Okay.
Module 2 is 1500. Module 3 is 2500. So minimum 3 questions up to 5 questions. And you meet the word count requirement. Okay?
Okay, Prabhuji.
Like
there
that.
are 12 modules, Prabhuji, here? 12 modules? Total is 12 modules, right, Prabhuji?
Total 10 modules, 10.
10 modules. Okay, Prabhuji.
See this, first canto, there are 2 modules, 1, 2. Second canto, there is only 1 module, that is module 3. Third canto, there are 2 modules, module number 4, module number 5, like that. So it goes. So there are total 10 modules. Each module will take us, I think, around 6 to 10 months. So therefore, I'm thinking that it will take 4 years. And Aniruddha Prabhu told me that in Melbourne also they do over 4 years. 4, even a little more than that. But I think we can do it in 4 years. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
So like that. Ladini Gopika Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, pranams, Lord Shri Prabhupada. So on page 41, Prabhu, it says that the presentation should be up to 25 minutes and then 10 to 15 minutes for Q&A. and comments by the jury panel. So it seems like it's not just something that you upload on YouTube for 45 to 60 minutes, but then there is some active Q&A going on.
But then the moment it gets space,
Radhabhav mute kar.
it's open rate.
Radhabhav mute kar.
Head open rate.
Papa mute kara. My family is on unmute. So yes, Ladini Gopal, that's a good point. So jury panel, there is no jury panel here. So it's just going to be us.
Can I suggest something, Prabhuji?
So basically, if we have it on this platform on Zoom and everybody, let's say we have 30, right now we have 35 devotees who have enrolled. It is impossible, Ladini Gopal Mataji, to have 4 presentations by 35 devotees, 1 hour each. I don't know how we will find the time to do that.
Prabhuji, can we make a small groups of 5 people, and then like that 5 will listen to each other, will ask questions, and like that upload the
Mataji, typically for Bhakti Vaibhava there are multiple teachers, but here it is just me. So even if you make groups, I will have to be on each group.
Oh yeah, Prabhuji.
So so this oral presentation, anyway, we are going to do at the end of module 1. So let me think about this a little bit. It depends how many serious students are there who are actually going to do the course. Let me get a count, and then we can decide if we are going to do it live in person with all of us here listening. Ideally, it should be like that. All of us should be listening. But if there are 12 or 15 students, then we can do it. But if there are 35 students, it's going to be practically impossible to find so much time.
Okay, so Prabhu, in that case, will our individual presentation be 45 or 60 minutes or 25 minutes? That's my question.
Where does it say? It should be 25 minutes. Here?
Page 41, further down.
Use a minimum number of slides to present topic effectively in 25 minutes. 10-15 minutes for Q&A. So 25 plus 15 is around 40 minutes. Yeah, so just make a presentation for 25-30 minutes, Mataji. And then, 25-30 minutes.
Okay, thank you so much.
That should be enough. Or if you are a Bhakti Vriksha leader and you give classes, you can choose a topic and give a class and record it and send it to me on YouTube. That is also fine. So there will be interaction, there will be Q&A. So that is also possible. Ajay Govind Prabhu?
Prabhuji, give me 1 second. Where's my computer? Yeah, Prabhuji, I have a question which is on page number 6, section 2, the 3rd item. It says WBN, which I believe is write a brief note, because that's the only place I think, and one more WBN used. Other places they have used write a brief note, and I just want to make sure it is WBN means write a brief note only, which makes sense.
Yes, Prabhu, I think so. Write brief note on Krishna's Bhakta Vatsal and devotees' chastity and dependence on Krishna. Yes.
And the shlokas you said would be with word meaning, so it's like word by word meaning.
No. General meaning.
The general meaning of that verse.
In your own language.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Ratta marne ki zarurat nahi hai. Just you should know the general meaning of the verse.
Sure. I just had these 2 things.
In English, huh? In English.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Then Sham Vamshidhari Prabhu.
Hari Bol Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
All 70 shlokas from 6 cantos or from 1 canto only?
No, they are the full 6 canto.
Okay, Prabhuji.
70 questions from 6 canto. So roughly 10 to 12 verses each module or each canto. So there are 10 modules. So for each module, there will not be more than 8 verses to memorize. And we will have oral shloka test after every module. There will be 10 tests. So at one time, you don't have to memorize more than 8 or 10 verses. So not difficult.
Okay, my one query is that, Prabhu, presently I have Hindi Bhagavatam. So I need time to purchase English Bhagavatam. So you have any PDF?
Prabhuji, see, if you go to Vedabase, just go to vedabase.com and the whole Bhagavatam is there for free online. You don't have to buy.
Okay, bro. Vedabase.com.
You see this? My screen right now?
Yeah.
See this. Vedabase. Hey, baka.
Yes.
Vedabase.io now, Prabhu.com is.
Sorry, Vedabase.io.
Vedabase.io.
So the whole Bhagavatam is there with the Devanagari Lipi, Roman, word to word, translation purport. पूर्ण जसं पुस्तक आहे तसं पूर्ण आहे इकडे.
Vedabase.io.com.
नाही, Vedabase.io.
Vedabase.io. Okay, Prabhu.
Even
we have put the link in the chat, which is having the entire library for all the books. So if you can see the chat, there's a link for all the books, and then you can click on individual books, and then it, like if you click on Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, it will display canto wise, and then chapter wise, and then verse wise.
You saw that, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Okay. Ladhi, you're saying what? Page 20 at the bottom says 3 to 6 questions, Prabhu. Meaning what?
That was for the open book questions. Mataji had a question. How many questions we should do? So I was
3 to 6. Yeah, minimum 3. Yeah. Okay, so that is clear, na? Then Shama Vallabi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. Whether we will have revision classes, Prabhuji, after each module?
No, Mataji. But if you need, you can look at the YouTube recording. Na? All classes are being recorded, so you can look at the recording.
Suppose any question, if we have doubts, how to ask?
You can ask after the class.
Okay,
we have Q&A session. You can ask, or you can better to ask, or you can ask at the end of the class.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
And if there is any problem, you can message me WhatsApp also directly, no problem.
Okay.
But best to ask after the class, so everybody can.
Okay, Prabhuji. And in the open book question, minimum is 3 questions and maximum is 5 questions, correct?
6, maximum 6.
Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Sharanagat Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. So, Prabhuji, for 4 years we are doing this class, so we considered that 3 days per week or like 2 days, or are we going to keep it like this?
We'll have to be a little flexible. It will be 2 to 3 days, Mataji. See, sometimes it may happen that, there is Janmashtami going on.
Right,
yeah, so we may have to miss some sessions. So we have to be a little flexible, 2 to 3 days.
2 to 3 days we will still keep. Okay, Prabhuji, no problem. Thank you.
And then after that, there is somebody, but there is no name. There's a photo of Gopal Krishna Vamshidhari.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. This is Archana Bhakti Devidas.
Hare Krishna, Archana Bhakti Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. Yes, Mataji.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji. So one more question is about the exams. Prabhuji, how long is the duration for the exam? Because we have essay questions also. It's not going to be completed in 1 hour, right?
No. That's why I said it will be over 2 weeks. The examinations for each module will be conducted over 2 weeks. So there will be plenty of time.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Don't worry. It will never happen, Mataji, that someone wants to answer and they run out of time and we stop the clock. It will never happen. Somebody wants to write something Krishna conscious and the answers, please write. No problem.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So I think everybody, is there anybody else who has a question?
Yeah, I was just, Prabhuji, if we have like 20 to 30 registered for this class, then can we make a small groups where we can go over, any discussion or anything like
that is
later?
very much desirable. Yeah, actually, that was one of the things that Aniruddha Prabhu told me, that devotees should have small groups and can discuss. So can you come up with some idea how we can do that?
Yes, Prabhuji. Like, I mean, once I'll know that like whoever are the confirmed, then like we can make a small groups and then we will even give them topic, or like they can do the discussion of the questions that like, maybe sometimes short questions, long questions. They can do the practice of presentations or help each other. So that will be very helpful.
Okay. Chalega. That's fine. So that's good. Yeah. And the questions that are there in the question bank, Mataji, before the module, we will run through them quickly once.
Sure.
As a group, we'll run through them. So yeah, but yeah, we can have, so come up with some idea how to have groups. Matajis, maybe 2 groups of Matajis or 3 groups of Matajis and 2-3 groups of Prabhujis, like that.
Yes, Prabhu, we can do that. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, let me look at the chat. Okay. I don't think we missed any questions there. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, I have one question.
Yes, Prabhu.
It's like open book that a lot of questions are there. So you are going to select the question, or we can choose our own question?
You can choose your own question.
And then we can start right now also.
Yeah, write it, but don't send it. Just write it and save it in Microsoft Word.
Okay, like type it. Okay.
Type it and keep, no problem.
Okay, thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Shantaradhika Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. One question is already answered, like how long the exam duration will be. And second thing, our typing speed will be very slow, Prabhuji. So can we take help of someone?
Yeah, you can take. Someone wants to do Vaishnav Seva for you. That is nice. You can take help. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
I was thinking.
Prabhuji,
yes.
Sorry, for the closed book exam, do we need to prepare all the questions and then you are going to give any out of those, right? So we need to prepare all.
Yes, that's why I said before the exam starts, when we finish module number 1, we will go through the questions once. On one Zoom session, we'll all go through the questions.
Okay. And now we don't need to upload the shloka recitations.
Nothing.
Anymore,
Don't
right?
do. No. Don't do anything.
Okay. Thank you.
I have to conduct the exam like that. So that's why I don't do. Whatever has done is done. I didn't know. Sorry. But now we have clarity.
That's okay, Prabhuji. Thank you.
I have one more question, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Excuse me. Verses, the selected verses are there. So we have to learn the verse and also translation and also meanings, all the words.
Correct. Yes.
Word by word.
One may not know all the words, meaning of all the words, but general meaning should be known. So let's say if we are saying a verse, Savai Vumsam Paro Dharmo Yatho Bhakti Radhokshaje Ahaitukya Pratiyatayatma Suprasidati. What is the meaning? I don't know. I just know the verse. I don't know the meaning. No, it should not happen like that. If we are quoting a verse, then we should know the meaning in English. And keywords we should know at least.
And also translation.
What is ahaituki? What does apratihata mean? So basic few keywords we should know, and we should know the meaning in English.
Okay, nice, thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I have one question. I have so many questions, but you already answered. Everybody asked the questions. But the last question is that you said how much duration for the exam is. Like last time you gave 45 minutes, but now we have a long questions, right? I didn't get that answer. That you said 2 weeks.
Yeah. So Mataji, see, for each module, there is open book exam, there is closed book exam. Within closed book exam, there are 3 sections: short answers, short essays, and long essays. So definitely we cannot have this exam conducted in one day.
Okay.
So it will be, so one day we will go through all the answers together, all of us. Then we'll have exam. Maybe one day we just do the short answers. One day we do the short essays. Then one day we do the long essays, like that. So it may take 3-4 days. That's why it will happen in 2 weeks.
Okay, Prabhuji. And another thing is already Mataji mentioned, I was also looking to have a study like group so that we can also ask questions, we can discuss the questions.
Very nice. So you all can talk among yourselves and make groups, and then let me know what are the groups. We can have 8 groups. We can have the names of the Ashtasakis, Lalita, Vishakha, like that.
Yes.
So you can make groups. Yeah.
So even if they are not registered, we can. It's okay to have whoever are there in.
Yeah. Absolutely. Even if someone doesn't want to take exams, they want to be part of the discussion groups, please.
Yeah.
See, the whole purpose is to study Śrīmad Bhāgavatam together and go deeper in our practice of bhakti. Come closer to Krishna.
Okay.
I was thinking when I share the screen and everybody has a PDF and we go through everything, there will not be a single question. I was thinking. So I'll make a presentation in 10 minutes and we'll go into Bhagavatam. Yes, Amrit Karan Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji, that one more question. Just so the question we prepared before now is different. You told that you are accepted from other like Bhakti Vedanta, something like that. Bhakti Vedanta, Vidyapit. These questions are different. Little bit different.
Yes.
So we have to prepare now these questions.
Correct.
The Bhakti Vedanta.
Yes. Yes.
Other one, whatever we written is just, if it is similar, then it's okay. Otherwise, we have to.
Yeah. Yeah. But everybody has to take the exam again.
Yeah, from the very beginning.
10 exams, 10 modules, 10 exams. Open book, closed book, oral presentation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Prabhu.
That's awesome.
Prabhuji, one more question. So tentatively, are we looking at maybe September, October for the exam for module 1 or?
Now, see, this is the 5th chapter we'll complete today. I mean, I don't think we'll be able to complete. We have 2 verses. So there are 9 chapters now. Prayers of Queen Kunti is a long chapter. That is chapter 8. Chapter 9, the passing away of Bhishma Dev. So these are all, lot of nectar is there in these verses. And I don't want to rush through it. So now it is what? May 5th. So 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. We have 4 chapters to do. June, July, August, September. Yeah, something like that. When did we start the course? We started
March after Gaur Purnima.
Mid-April.
Mid-April, right? That's right.
Mid-April?
Right,
okay.
Mid-April.
Okay. So, yeah, something like that, Madhuri, September maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
We started on 23rd February.
No, I think we started after Gaur Purnima in March.
Right.
If I'm not
March
wrong.
22nd was the first session.
Yeah, March.
March 22nd.
March 22nd.
Yeah.
Okay. Order.
It is on the web. It is on the Bhakti Vaibhava website. When did we start?
No.
Mukta Sangha Prabhu is giving Praman.
Not a chapter.
Tara Sakshi Bhakti Vaibhava website.
Presentation আছে सामने বসে শ্লোক বলতে
શું છે માતાજી
শ্লোকস
શું કરું છે
শ্লোকસ with the meanings আমরা খালি শ্লোকস বলেছিল প্রথমে
প্রেজেন্টেশন માતાજી মিউট કરું છે
বলবে প্রেজেন্টেশন চ্যাপ্টার এর উপরে কিছু
মাতাজি is absorbed
প্রেজেন্টেশন বলবে
mute right okay so let's get started dear devotees verse number 39 of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. Shri Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namaha. Verse number 39. So Shripad Narad Muni is speaking to Srila Vyasadeva. Imam Swanigamam Brahman अवेत्य मद अनुष्ठितम अदान में ज्ञानम ऐश्वर्यम स्वस्मिन् भावम च केशवः. So translation and purport by our beloved founder Acharya Om Vishnupad Paramhamsa Parivrajak Acharya Ashtottar Shata Shri Śrīmad Abhay Charanarvind Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Shripad Narad Muni is saying, O Brahman, thus by Supreme Lord Krishna I was endowed first with the transcendental knowledge of the Lord as inculcated in the confidential parts of the Vedas. Then I was endowed with spiritual opulences, and then with Krishna's intimate loving service. Shripad Narad Muni is telling us about his progress. So, in the purport, Srila Prabhupada is saying something very important. Communion means union with Lord Krishna by transmission of the transcendental sound is non-different from the whole spirit Lord Shri Krishna. In other words, Shabda Brahma is non-different from Shri Krishna. It is completely perfect method for approaching the Lord. What? Transcendental sound. Transcendental sound. Shabda Brahma. Knowledge of Krishna, Krishna Naam, Krishna Leela, this is all Shabda Brahma. By such pure contact with Lord Krishna, without offense of material conceptions, numbering 10, which means the 10 Namaprads, the devotee can rise above the material plane to understand the inner meaning of the Vedic literatures, including Lord Krishna's existence in the transcendental realm. We can understand Lord Krishna's existence in the transcendental realm through chanting offenselessly. Lord Krishna reveals his identity gradually to one who has unflinching faith, both in the spiritual master and the Lord. Who can quote this verse? What verse is Srila Prabhupada referring to? The Lord reveals his identity. Huh?
Jitsa deve parabhakti tatha guru.
Again?
Jasyate kadita harta prakashatma mahatmanam.
And what is the reference for this verse?
Reference
Shvetashvatara Upanishad.
Shvetashvatara Upanishad.
Very good. Kirtita Sundari Mataji, you have a question?
No, Prabhu, I raised the hand to quote the verse.
You are the good student. You are the good student. You follow the rules. Yes, we are supposed to raise our hand and then I will call out. Because if everybody starts answering, then it becomes chaotic. So we should follow in the footsteps of Kirtita Sundari Mataji.
Krishna, Krishna.
She is raising her hand. So, now who can explain this sentence of Srila Prabhupada? Please listen carefully. The Lord reveals his identity gradually to one who has unflinching faith, both in the spiritual master and in the Lord. After this, the devotee is endowed with mystic opulences, which are 8 in number. Who can explain this?
Handbook
Yes, Sharanagat Mataji.
এখন লং বুকস লং আনসারস এখন থেকে তুমি লিখতে পারো এনি 3 or 4
ওই পুরনোগুলো ইউজ হবে
পুরনোগুলো আর কি
ক্লিয়ার বললো তো
সব
প্রভুজি
সব মেহনত গোল
না ওগুলো থেকে বলতে হবে না
Sanchita Chakravarti Mataji, you are very worried about the exam. Don't be so worried about exam. Let's focus on Bhagavatam. Okay, go ahead, Sharanagat Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So
Hare
what I understood, Prabhuji, is that like if we have unflinching faith, means without any distraction, without any like a multi-branched faith, we have like unflinching faith in Krishna and spiritual master, like we will follow each and every instruction and whatever spiritual master is saying, then gradually Lord reveals. It's not that all of the sudden you will understand, because Krishna is, he's having so many opulences that you will not even understand everything properly. So gradually you will understand Krishna's opulences and he will gradually reveal his identity. And it is said that like once it is revealed, then devotee will endow with mystic opulences. So there are 8 type of siddhis. I mean, one is that like you will become a anu. I mean, I don't remember the
Anima Lagiva. So yeah, all those siddhis are there. Okay, siddhis will come. Then what will happen?
Those siddhis will come, and so it means that like devotees will get all that what the jnanis and the yogis are getting. So it is like the byproduct or side products that they will be getting that also. So that's what it is explained. And above all the and then the next sentence, I don't think you asked only this much only, right?
This much, yeah. So there are 3 stages. There is first, Krishna reveals his identity. Amrit Gaurang Mata, do you want to say something? You are muted, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu. I was reminded of 2 verses from Bhagavad Gita.
Yes,
one
please.
is Tat Priti Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya, where one surrendered and worships the Guru, then Guru will reveal because he is the Tattva Darshana. And the other verse I was reminded is about Tesham Satata Yuktanam Bhajatam Priti Purvakam Dadhami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yena Mam Upayantite. So even Lord Krishna, when we chant his names, then he will give us the intelligence by which we can understand him and go back to him. So these 2 verses sort of struck me when I read these 2 lines.
Amazing connection. I like it very much. Yes, these verses are very important. Archana Bhakti Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, there's also a quote from Padma Puran where it is says that the way a person has a love and devotion to the Supreme Lord, if he has the same kind of devotion to the spiritual master, then the Lord will give his darshan to such a devotee. He will reveal himself to such a devotee. So
Wow.
the shloka begins like Bhaktir yatha harau mesti tadvan nishta gurau yadi. So like that it starts. It's from Padma Purana. I just remembered that, so I thought I'll quote it here.
Very nice, very nice. So it exactly maps with what is being written by Srila Prabhupada in the purport. So very nice. So the devotee first understands Krishna because Krishna reveals himself to the devotee. Then the devotee may experience some mystic opulences and also gets the knowledge about Krishna's opulences. And above all, the devotee is accepted in the confidential entourage of Krishna and is entrusted with specific service of the Lord through the agency of the spiritual master. Who can explain this part now? It's very, very important. Many times devotees have question about this. Read this sentence carefully. And above all, from there to the spiritual master. Read it. Who can explain? Srila Prabhupada is talking about very high philosophy, very confidential philosophy. So Shamchandra Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
As I'm understanding this, once we are accepted, then it's like an inner circle. There is an inner circle and an outer circle. The inner circle are the people who are very, very close to the spiritual master, and the services are given to them to perform for the transcendental pleasure of the spiritual master and for the lordship. So by performing this service, we please both spiritual master and the Lord, and then automatically more and more mercy is bestowed upon the sadhaka so that he can perform better and better service. So this it's basically the inner circle that we are talking of, and we should aspire to get into the inner circle of that confidential entourage of the Lord. And the spiritual master is the agency who will engage us then more closely. This is what I understand.
So here, thank you, Prabhuji. So here, Srila Prabhupada is teaching us that one cannot enter into the entourage of Krishna, but Shri Guru can give us entrance. And when we are accepted in the entourage of Krishna, we become Hari Parshad. We become associates of Radha and Krishna. And then, under the guidance of the spiritual master, we engage in the service of Radha and Krishna. We engage in the, so Shri Guru engages in the services of Radha Krishna. This is the spiritual world, spiritual life. Like Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. He was doing Manasi Seva. He was entering into the Nitya Lila and doing Seva. Srila Srinivas Acharya and Ramchandra Kaviraj, both of them entered into the Nitya Lila and they found Radharani's Nupur. So this is all entering into the pastimes of the Lord. See, the devotee is accepted. So it's not that we can get into it. We are accepted. It's a descending process. We are accepted into the confidential service of the Lord, entourage, and we are entrusted with specific service of the Lord through the agency of spiritual master. So Shri Guru engages in specific service of Radha and Krishna. A pure devotee is more interested in serving Krishna than in showing an exhibition of the mystic powers dormant in him. So the siddhis are always there with a devotee. Hanumanji had all the siddhis. Ashta siddhi nava nidhi ke data asabar dina janaki mata. Mother Janki gave not just Ashta siddhis, but the 9 material opulences also. Navanidhi. But Hanumanji never took any pleasure in exhibiting them. They are insignificant. So Srila Prabhupada is saying that these 8 siddhis may come in the course of our devotional service. But a devotee should not get enamored by that, knowing that they are distractions, they are stumbling blocks. But if required for service, Hanumanji used Mahima. He became big. So it can be used, but a devotee is not interested in the siddhis as such. A pure devotee is more interested in serving Krishna than in showing an exhibition of the mystic powers dormant in him. Shri Narad has explained all these from his personal experience and one can obtain all the facilities which Shri Narad obtained by perfecting the chanting process. And what is chanting? chanting the sound representation of Krishna. Kali kale naam rupa Krishna avatar. Naam haita haya sarva jagata nistar. There is no bar for chanting this transcendental sound by anyone. Namamakari bahuda nijasarva tatarata niyamita smaranena kala. And there is no bar in chanting the holy name provided it is received through Narad Muni's representative, coming down by the chain of disciplic succession called parampara. Are we in the line of Shripad Narad Muni? What is the Sandeep Prabhu? What is the parampara? From how do we connect with Narad Muni?
Krishna Prabhuji, yes, Prabhuji, it is via Shri Krishna to Brahmaji, then to Naradji, then Shri Vyasadev, then Madhvacharya.
Very good. Krishna Haite Chaturmukha.
Yes.
So that bhajan is there, Srila Saraswati Thakur's bhajan. So that is our parampara. So what is the qualification? So there are a few things I will summarize. Please pay attention. The mantra should be received through parampara, number one. Number two, we have to chant offenselessly. Srila Prabhupada says there are 10 offenses. And this we will discuss tomorrow about the 10 offenses. And we have to chant for a long time, Namabhas. When we chant Namabhas for a long time, then Krishna is pleased and he allows us to chant Shuddhanam. Okay, this is the verdict of the Acharyas. And we'll discuss all this tomorrow with the Praman. And then we'll discuss the 40th verse of this chapter, which is the conclusion. And then tomorrow we'll conclude the 5th chapter. Is that okay?
Yes.
Are there any questions? So today, because we went over the structure of the course, which I think was very important, we got delayed, but it's okay. So tomorrow we'll do again. Yes.
So Prabhuji, most of the time when we see our acharyas, I mean, those examples that are given, they are, we always say that they are like Narad Muni, they were already, they were Siddha, I mean, they were Siddha only. And we are like Baddha, like from the very beginning, we are conditioned. So I always, since I came to know from your class that we are Baddha all the time, I mean, before that I was having this impression that we came from the spiritual world. But then since then I was like a little bit confused in what is our position, like, I mean, how we will even know that, like, what is our Siddha Swarup or like, so.
So that Siddha Swarup, we read it today in the purport. Srila Prabhupada mentions this Siddha Swarup, entering the entourage of Krishna, getting direct service of Radha Krishna. This is Siddha Swarup. So this Swarup Siddhi is given by Shri Guru. By the mercy of Shri Guru, we will get this Swarup Siddhi. Everything will be revealed by the mercy of Shri Guru. We have to just practice the process.
Even if we are Baddha, since in time immortal, I mean, like from the very beginning we are Baddha, but still with the mercy of the Guru, we will become Siddha. So
yeah, only Baddhas can become Siddha. Siddhas are already Siddha.
Yes, right. Yeah.
Only Baddhas can become Siddha. So we will become Siddha by the kripa of Guru Krishna Prasad, by the mercy of Guru and Krishna. Everything will be revealed. We will get our eternal service in Golok Vrindavan. And everything will be revealed in due course of time. We should only focus on chanting offenselessly, serving the Vaishnavas, and following the instructions of Shri Guru with faith. There is no difference between the instructions of Krishna and the instructions of Guru. So we should follow them with faith. What Krishna is saying, that Shri Guru is saying. Krishna says, I am God, I am Bhagwan. Aham sarasa prabhav mata parataram na anyat. Vasudeva sarvamiti. And Prabhupada is saying, Krishna is God. Krishna says, I am God. Prabhupada says, Krishna is God. So Guru and Krishna, their instructions is same. Their Vani is same. We should follow the instruction, but Krishna we cannot hear. But Shri Guru gives us faith in Krishna's words and repeats the words of Krishna, gives us instructions. We should follow that nicely. Everything will be revealed to us in due course of time. 100%. 100%.
Very good. Thank you.
Yes. Sandeep Prabhu?
Sorry, Prabhuji, the hand was raised when you were talking about that meaning. So I was remembering when you said Guru engages us. So I was just remembering the third verse of Guru Ashtakam, Yuktasya Bhaktam Sanyunjitopi. And that confidential entourage of Shri Guru is Nikunja Yunorati Keli Siddhi. So I was thinking how the Guru will take us in that confidential entourage.
Exactly. It is there. Yeah. So third verse refers to in this world. Shri Vigraha Aradhana Nityanana Shringara Tanmandina Marjanado Yuktasya Bhaktams. Shri Guru in this world engages in Mandir Marjan, Shri Vigraha Seva, deity worship. He engages. Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nritya Gita. He engages in Mahaprabhu's Prem Sankirtan movement. But Guru Maharaj also in the spiritual world, he will engage us in Nikunja Yonu Ratikeli.
Yes.
Yes, very nice connection. Thank you. Ramsham Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhuji, so I read earlier, when we were reading through, so I wanted to quote two verses. One is Guru Rupe Krishna Hana Sastra Pramana, Guru Kripa Karane Bhakta Gana. So, here in this material world, Krishna will not directly come. So, Krishna sent to the Guru. By the medium of the Guru, we can get the mercy of Krishna. Similarly, whatever the offerings we are doing, so through the Guru only it will go to the Krishna. So, as we were reading through earlier, how we can get the mercy of Krishna. So that I wanted to quote on that. That number one. And second, with the devotee, to serving the devotee, as it came in there. So in the Bhagavatam, somewhere in the 11th canto, I think there is the verse, Prasangam Ajaram Pasam Atmanaha Kavayo Vidu Sa Yeva Sadhu Sukirto Moksha Dwaram Apavirtam. So by serving the devotees, we can go back to Godhead.
Both verses are brilliant. Very nice verses, Prabhuji. If possible, please put them in the chat box so that they can be saved. Very nice verses. Both Chaitanya Charitamrita and Bhagavatam. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sanchita Chakravarti Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Just reminded me of a very simple thing when you were speaking about the last shloka, that Krishna Kripa Guru Pray and Guru Kripa Krishna. It's like we are not even fit to do any kind of service, but still Shri Guru accepts our faults and accepts our, sees any good thing in us and accordingly gives us services which will be conducive for us in a longer run. As in you will be using the terminologies in medical, that so much infection we are having, we are not even fit for coming into a hospital. We are supposed to be there in an isolation ward. But Guru Kripa, with Guru Kripa, we are accepted to do certain things. And that is the greatest mercy shown through Krishna, through the source of Guru. So that's what I understood, Prabhu. That's wanted to share that.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Yes. Ajay Govind Prabhu.
Hey, Krishna Prabhuji. Earlier, my question was related to the point which you were talking about, the line which you asked, the meaning that, the one person is entrusted in the specific services, and Mataji asked, so you said this is the Swarup Siddha. My question is now, if a person is a Nityabadha, how he can have, or how the soul can have eternal position in the spiritual world if the person is never there?
Krishna gives us service. Krishna wants us to come to the spiritual world and be with him. Although we have never had a personal service of Krishna face to face in the spiritual world, because we are Nitya Baddha, we have always been Baddha Jeev, conditioned souls. But ultimately we belong to Krishna. And Krishna wants us to be with him. So many times in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is inviting us to the spiritual world. So when a jiva takes shelter of the internal potency, Devi Prakriti Ashrita, under the guidance of Shri Guru, we take shelter of Krishna. Then because Guru Maharaj is already having that relationship, he's already engaged in the service, he can recruit us, he can engage us. So it is by the mercy of Guru and Krishna that we get our eternal service. Once Srila Prabhupada was asked this question, exactly what you said, that how do we understand that we came from Krishna if we have never been with Krishna? Prabhupada spontaneously gave the example of the cow. Prabhupada said the cow's milk, it's in the glass. So now the milk has been in their house in the glass, but the milk is ultimately coming from the cow. No, you may have bought it from the supermarket, from the grocery store, but that doesn't mean the milk is coming from the grocery store. It comes from the cow, but the milk, as soon as it is created, it is away from the cow. It is just put in a bucket and taken away. So we are like that.
Okay.
So, but we can be taken back to the cow by the mercy of Guru. Like that. Prabhupada gave that example of cow and milk.
Thank
Is
you,
it okay,
Prabhuji.
Prabhu? Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji, that makes sense. Thank
Guru
you.
Maharaj recruits us. Mukta Sangha Prabhu?
Yeah, Prabhu, this is not, maybe not be in this context, but just curious that for 6 cantos, we are taking around 4 or 5 years, right? So how long did Srila Prabhupada take to write all 10 cantos?
All 10 cantos. Yeah, Prabhupada was here, but he was not just writing. He was managing an international society with 108 temples.
Just curious to know, Prabhu, how could you do that? So amazing.
Prabhupada is Shakti Avesh. There is no doubt about it. There is only one Prabhupada. Na bhuto na bhavishyati. Very unique Acharya, Srila Prabhupada.
I just was thinking of like Krishna spoke entire Bhagavad Gita in 35 minutes to Arjuna. He understood everything. We are doing further many, many years and have not understood yet.
Yes. Just 2 words, man mana. Always think of me. To practice that, it will take us lifetimes. Man mana. Okay, so then we have Amrit Karan Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you. Wonderful presentation, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Is here the devotee is accepted in the confidential entourage of the Lord and is entrusted with specific service. It is also like completely depend on your sadhana and also mercy of spiritual master. But Jarjay Bhav say Sarvuttam, Tatostha Hoya Vicharile Achetatam. Some are in the servitorship mode, some are in the friendly. It's coming spontaneously, I think so. By the mercy of spiritual master.
By the mercy of, yes, Guru and Krishna. Like we see Gop Kumar in Brihad Bhagavatam. Gop Kumar was not satisfied with Mathura. He was not satisfied with Dwarka. He was not satisfied until he went to Golok Vrindavan. He was not satisfied. So yes, we have Krishna gives us our Swarup, and Krishna gives us a relationship in which to serve him. And that happens by Krishna's mercy, mercy of Guru. And everyone has a unique relationship. Whatever relationship we have, we are perfectly happy in that relationship.
Yeah, and other thing is that we have to realize it in this material body, like in this lifetime. Otherwise, after this lifetime, what will happen? How we could understand it?
Some devotees, so we should have the burning desire to get Swarup Siddhi in this lifetime. Without Sambandha, unless we have Sambandha Dhyan, we cannot do real bhajan. So we should have a burning desire to get our Swarup, so we can have uninterrupted service to Radha and Krishna. Unless we know our Swarup, we cannot have uninterrupted service to Radha and Krishna. So we should have the burning desire to have that. At the same time, we should understand that it is not something that we can get. It's not something you go and buy from the market. It is a descending process. It is given to us. The Swarup will be revealed to us. Some devotees get revelation while they are in this world. Some devotees, it may be revealed at a time of death. And for some, it may take several lifetimes. But what I'm going to say now, please listen very carefully, all devotees. This is very important Siddhanta. For most of us, it will not be revealed. For most of us, we have to take another birth. Most of us are not going back home, back to Godhead in this lifetime. Most of us will take another birth, but in Gaur Leela or Krishna Leela, where we will get the association of Nitya Siddhas. And then everything will be revealed to us. We will become 100% purified, and we will be engaged in the eternal service of Krishna in different relationships, Sakhya, Dasya, Vatsalya, Madhurya. And then from there, we go to Golok Vrindavan. We go to the spiritual world. This is the Siddhanta. Most of us have to take birth in this world, in this material world where Krishna Lila or Gaur Lila is taking place. And there we take association of the Nitya Siddhas. We will see Raya Ramananda, we will see Sarup Damodar Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Haridas Thakur sitting and chanting. at Siddha Bakul. We'll see Mahaprabhu's dancing in Rath Yatra. We'll go mad. What have I been doing in this material world all these lifetimes? That will be the last birth. Then we'll
like you were mentioning, like Nuttam Das Thakur.
Mahaprabhu will cast his merciful glance on us and tears will start coming. We'll say, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gauranga bolite habe pulaka sharira, Hari Hari bolite nayane bahenira. That will happen. Mahaprabhu's Kripa Katakshak. And that will be the last birth. Then we'll go to the spiritual world. For most of us. But some devotees are so intense that they get Swarup Siddhi in this lifetime only. Like Shripada Indra Prabhu. He used to bang on the doors of devotees living next to him in the Brahmachari ashram. And he would be crying, when will I get Swarup Siddhi? When will Krishna reveal? When will Krishna reveal? He did even Chandrayan Vrat. So when it is Pratipat, you eat one morsel, one ghas. Dvitiya, 2 morsels. Tritiya, 3 morsels. Like that you go. And Ekadashi you do Nirjal, and Purnima 15 morsels. Like that full 1 month fast you have to do. Very severe. Once a day you eat and only 1 ghas, 2 ghas, 3 ghas. Like very severe. Imagine going from Pratipat to Purnima, which is 1 ghas, 2 ghas, 3 ghas. So difficult. He did. Very eager. He used to chant 2 lakh names, worship 2000 Shaligram Shilas, lifelong brahmachari, lived in Vrindavan Dham, did Harinam Sankirtan, established 24 hours Sankirtan, and did so much bhajan and got his Swarup Siddhi. Initially, he used to tell that now I can see Radha Krishna Leela, but I don't know what is my role. Then he would say, after some time, to his confidential associates, he would reveal that now I know my Swarup, I can see Radha Krishna Leela, but I cannot enter. And then finally, after the last Purushottam Vrat in 2010 there was Purushottam Mas. He observed Purushottam Vrat very strictly, and he was actually able to participate in the Leela. And then the fire of love increased so much that there was fire in the room, and he passed away. And when Śrīmad Ayendra Prabhu passed away, Param Pujya Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, he proclaimed that Śrīmad Ayendra Prabhu was a Nitya Siddha. These are the words of Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. But still, in his Sadhak Swarup, he is showing to all of us how we have to be eager, how we have to be crazy to make spiritual advancement, how we have to be so enthusiastic. Utsaha nishchayat dhairyat. Like that. So some devotees get it while in the Sadhak Deha, but for some devotees, most of us, we have to take another birth in Krishna Lila or Gaur Lila. But that is also considered going back to Godhead, na? Because we are with Krishna and Krishna associates. Imagine you are born as a associate of Narottam Das Thakur or Shamanand. That is like going back to Godhead. You are with Nitya Siddhas. It's amazing. So, sorry, Amrit Karanto, you are saying something?
It's wonderful. Just Narottam Das Thakur mentioned, Kobe Bishobhanu Pore Ahiri Guper Kule Tonoya Hoya Jonabu. Means when my desire is that when I will be born as a damsel in the Braja and participate in the pastimes of Lord Krishna. So this mood, this mood.
Siddhi
You
Lalasa.
are mentioning Vishwanath Chakravarti Pada also mentioned.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes. So we have to sing all these bhajans. We have to read these writings of our acharyas. Siddhi Lalasa. This is one of the 10 types of prayers. So we should take shelter of Acharya Vani, our Vaishnava Acharyas. Yes. Shamchandra Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Wonderful nectarian explanation over the last question. As a follow-up to that, and then I'll ask my other question. See, sometimes we see through the scriptures that, very advanced devotees, they even pray to be born as a worm in the stool, of a elevated soul and all that. So, in that form, how would they get the realization of the continuation of the seva? Means, I'm just thinking that this thought came and this explanation was very
Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that Bahirmukha Brahma Janme Nahi As, but Bhakta Grihe Kita Janma Oy Abhilash. Like Manasa Deha Gya, that bhajan he writes something like that. that I don't want to be born as a Brahma if I'm going to be Krishna Bahirmukh. But I don't mind being born as a keet, as an insect in the house of a devotee. Yes. This is a product of their extreme humility. Extreme humility. Because a pure devotee never considers himself or herself a pure devotee. A pure devotee will never say, I am pure devotee. Never you will find. So they always have this extreme humility. Narottam Das Thakur also. Mosama Patita Prabhu Tribhuvane Nai. Narottam Das Thakur, who took bath in the Padma river, and Mahaprabhu's prem was invested in his heart by the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. And his complexion became golden like Mahaprabhu. That Narottam Das Thakur is saying, Mosama Patita Prabhu Tribhuvane Nahi. In all the three worlds, there is nobody fallen like me. How is inconceivable? Jagai Madai se haite mui se Papishtha, Purushera Kita haite mui se Laghishta. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, I am more sinful than Jagai and Madai. I am lower than the worm in the stool. So this is a product of their humility. That is one reason. They are naturally so humble. A pure devotee is so humble, so amani, not wanting any respect, so humble. Dainya, Tirinada pe sunichena. So humble that they feel like that. It's natural. Second reason our acharyas say why the Vaishnava acharyas have written such songs, that I am so fallen, I am this, I am that, is because they know that we will never say like that. We will never admit that I am fallen. We like to show that initiated. I am Bhakti Vaibhava teacher. Everybody listen now. I am going to speak. I have come to deliver all of you. We want to show that we are very successful devotees. We are well situated devotees. We delete our browsing history because we want to show that we are very nicely situated. We will never say that I am fallen. We will never say that I want to be born as an insect in the house of a devotee. But our Vaishnava acharyas say, but when they write a bhajan like that, and we sing on the harmonium, and we are singing that Vaishnava bhajan, then we end up speaking those words, which otherwise we would have never spoken. On the pretext of singing Vaishnava Geet, we end up singing like Mosama Patita Prabhu Tribhuvane Nai. Oh, what did I say? I don't have that feeling, but on the pretext of singing the Vaishnava Geet, nikal gaya muh se. But Krishna accepts that. Okay, at least you admitted that you are fallen. Amara jivana sada pape rata. I will never say that publicly. But while singing Bhaktivinoda Thakur's song, oh, Amara jivana sada pape rata, nahi ka punya ralesh. What did I say? That's why Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Narottam Das Thakur, they have written like that. So that on the pretext of singing those bhajans, we will admit what we really are. Sadhaks, like me. Is that okay, Prabhu?
Wonderful, Prabhu. So the question, I mean, my real question was, in this verse, you are actually explained the three
progression
for the mantra murtim, right? One was it should come in a parampara. Can you run over the remaining two? Because I think I missed. Was it that there's no bar or something in the chanting of the
So there is. So nobody is barred from chanting Krishna Nam, whereas for other processes like deity worship, yajna, meditation, there are criteria required. But for Nam, anybody can do. There are no rules and regulations. Everybody is qualified to chant Harinam. But the Harinam should be received in a bona fide parampara. And Harinam should be chanted offenselessly. Srila Prabhupada says there are 10 offenses. You have to avoid. And that we will discuss tomorrow in detail. Okay. The 1 hour we'll be talking about that only tomorrow. Okay. Amrit Gaurangi Mataji. Last question.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranams. First of all, very, very excited to hear that next life we will be part of Krishna Leela or Gaura Leela, which was unbelievable for me. I was thinking it takes several lifetimes. So maybe your Vani come true for all of us, Prabhu. Thank you so much. And the second thing is, when I read about the Ashta Siddhis, so do all souls who are Nitya have to will go through that, and will they know that they get it? No.
Okay. Not necessarily. But two things. One is sometimes the siddhis may come to test us. And sometimes some devotees may have had a secret desire that I wish I had this siddhi before they came to the perfection stage. So they may get that siddhi or they may get that opulence. Like Dhruv Maharaj, for example. He wanted opulence. So he got it. Then he says, no. Kachan vichintam api divya ratnam. I was looking for broken pieces of kach glasses, but I have got a Divya Ratna. I don't want. But Krishna said no. Now for 26 years, whatever, 26,000 years, something, you enjoy opulence. Even Prahlad Maharaj did not want, but Krishna gave. Sometimes they are given to us to test us, or sometimes they are given because at some point the devotee might have harbored those desires. So Krishna fulfills. He said, okay, you take, you enjoy, like that. But we should know that these opulences are always harmful for our Krishna consciousness. We should be very careful. When Hanumanji was crossing the ocean, that Mayanak Parvat came and said, you rest on me. You rest on me, because once your father Vayudev, he had helped all of us tremendously. So please, I want to do some service. Also, the ancestors of Lord Ramachandra, Dashrath Maharaj's forefathers, they had helped us. So please, I am very indebted. So please accept the service. Hanumanji said, no, this Mayanak Parvat is an impediment. And he just touched it to respect it, but did not stop, did not rest. He kept going. So our Acharyas explained that this Mayanak Parvat represents the Siddhis, which give us comfort, luxury, respect. So in the course of bhakti, whatever opulences come our way, that is a test of Krishna, and we should never accept it for ourselves. For example, if a preacher goes to somebody's house, so they may be received with great respect. Oh, Prabhuji, please sit. You take prasad, you do this. Can we get something for you? The devotees may give dakshina. Now, if the preacher says, well, I'm getting this royal treatment because I'm a very great devotee, then that devotee is finished. If that thought also comes, then that devotee is finished. One should only... Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was having his Vyas Puja in Kolkata, Gaudiya Math, one year. And there was a row of sannyasi disciples, several hundreds of brahmachari disciples and grahastha disciples. There were thousands of devotees in attendance. And Calcutta had never seen such a Vyas Puja. And Srila Saraswati Thakur was asked by some newspaper reporters at that time, that how do you feel? We have never seen such a Vyas Puja. It's amazing. How do you feel? Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, sitting on the Vyasasana, replied, I feel like a dog sitting on this. I feel like a dog sitting on this Vyasasana. I'm no better than a dog. My Guru Maharaj is fit to sit on this Vyasasana, but he will never come to Calcutta. He's sitting in Navadvip, Godrum doing his bhajan. Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Mahasaya. So I'm sitting as his representative, but actually, oh hey Vaishnava Thakura, Ami Tomara Kukura. Oh Vaishnava Thakur, I am your dog. So Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, when devotees are washing his lotus feet, they are doing Pada Seva, they are offering homage, Vyas Puja offerings and Arti and everything, he feels like he is a dog. So this is the extreme humility. Why did we talk about this, Saraswati Thakur?
For the Siddhis, when I asked about Siddhis.
So yeah, when opulence is given to a pure devotee, the devotee never accepts it for himself. It is all for Guru. Immediately. So anybody says something that Amrit Gaurangi Mataji, you are conducting this Gita wise so nicely, so many devotees are preaching. Immediately we should transfer it to Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Oh no, this is all because of Guru Maharaj. So whatever appreciation comes, we don't reject it, but we don't keep it with ourselves. If we keep it with ourselves, it's an indigestible poison. It will 100% kill us. So whenever our appreciation, praise, compliment comes, we gratefully receive it, but immediately in our heart, without delay, transfer it to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, this is for you. And Guru Maharaj will say, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada will say, Jai Srila Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur. Like that, it will go to Mahaprabhu, ultimately, through the parampara. That is the Acharya parampara. Is that okay, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu. So on the contrary, even if, I mean, that situation where people will praise and give all the opulences, it's very rare probably to people. But on the contrary, when people don't even talk to us or recognize, also you feel bad. So that is also an anartha, right, Prabhu? When you don't feel like, oh, they have not recognized or they have not given me the respect. So that is also not humility, correct, Prabhu?
That is also not a healthy state of consciousness. Yes, that means we are having apeksha. We are having expectation. We are having abhilasha that we will be respected. But what does Rupa Goswami say? Anya abhilashita shunyam. So if we have abhilasha that I want to be appreciated, I want to be glorified, that is also a disease. Therefore we pray. Mora e abhilasha vilas kunje diovas nayana heri bosada yugala ruparashi. Mora e abhilash. My only abhilasha is that I want to be in the Nikunja of Vrindavan, Vilas Kunja Diovas. What will I do? Nayane heribo sada yugala ruparashi. With my eyes, I will just keep beholding the beautiful form of Radha and Krishna. That is the only abhilasha. So like that. So if we have abhilasha for pratishtha, distinction, adoration, glorification, then we will fall down. So yes, that is also a wrong abhilasha.
One more small question, Prabhu. So the name Diksha name that we get from spiritual master, has it any connection with the
it may or it may not have. Mahaprabhu gave the name Rupa Goswami. It had, because he's Rupa Manjari. But he gave the name Sanatan Goswami. No connection. He's Lavanga Manjari. So sometimes it may have connection. Sometimes it may not have connection. So for example, Srila Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj, actually I should not say like this, but I will say. Srila Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj, he gave Diksha to one disciple and gave him the name. So his birth name was Sudarshan. He was born in a South Indian Brahmin family. He is from a South Indian Brahmin family. His name was Sudarshan. When Srila Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj gave him initiation, he said, no, this happened in New Jersey. He's living in New Jersey. He's from South India originally, but he was a US citizen living in New Jersey. Years ago, Srila Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj said, but you are a Brajvasi. And I give you the name Shri Vrindavan Das. And so, something happened after a few years. This devotee, he just went to Vrindavan. I just came to know that he just wound up everything in New Jersey. He was an astrologer and everything working. Many of you may be knowing him. And Shri Vrindavan Prabhu, he just went to Vrindavan. And he told that now only my dead body will come out of Vrindavan. I will never leave Vrindavan. I want to stay in Vrindavan only. So that Guru gives that bhav in the heart. So Sudarshan became Vrindavan Das and he went to Vrindavan. So like that. Sometimes there may be connection with the name. Sometimes it may not be the name. Like somebody may get the name Narayan Das. Now that doesn't mean that this devotee is going to Vaikuntha. Or somebody may be named Ramchandra Das. Now we have Ramchandra Kaviraj. Narottama, so Ramachandra Sangam Age Narottama Das. That Ramachandra Kaviraj is a disciple of Srila Srinivas Acharya. But Ramchandra Kaviraj, his name is Ramchandra, but he is a Manjari in Golok Vrindavan. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami's name was given Raghunath Das Goswami, but he is Rati Manjari in Golok Vrindavan. So sometimes it has a connection, sometimes it may not have connection. Is that okay?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Last question, Sharanakat Mataji.
Just a small comment, Prabhuji. So in 2013, like all 4-5 of us, we got initiation. So everyone got a very beautiful name. So one was Radhika Naam, and so she was asking Guru Maharaj the same question, that what is this meaning? And my Guru Maharaj said that just remember your Das and Dasi, nothing else. So that just I wanted to share. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Yeah, it is amazing. Yeah. So thank you, Prabhuji, for sharing those verses. Ramsham Prabhu, I see them. And I don't think Ajay Govind Prabhu has written a very nice comment. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice. So yes, so I will conclude here. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Granthra Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki jai. Tomorrow we will hear about the Naam Mahima, and the 10 offenses. We will hear from Shri Jagadananda Pandit's Prem Vivarta. So,
Hare Bo.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dhanavad Pranam.